is Noa Zimmerman, and I started taking lessons with Mr. Scott when I was 8 years old. I started out on bass, and then he also helped me a lot learning guitar. And it was a really profound change that happened in my life when I started taking lessons with him, because he made me feel like I was part of this music community. And even though I was only 8 years old, I was still just as much of a member as anybody else. When I was about 10 years old, Mr. Scott started encouraging me to take up singing, which was something I was really self-conscious about. I had done it when I was at home writing my own music, but I'd never done it in front of people. But he got me to sing harmonies in our band while I was playing bass at school. And so eventually I was going up in front of the whole school at concerts and singing, which was completely out of my comfort zone, but it was really a big step for me musically, because ever since then singing is a huge part of what I do. And it really helped my songwriting to feel comfortable singing in front of people so that I could show them my songs. So it was really the beginning of me playing music for people, not just alone in my room. And he was also really encouraging of my songwriting, which is now my biggest passion, and I've recorded and released 3 original albums, all because he was so encouraging of me writing songs and playing them for people and not being self-conscious about it. Mr. Scott set up 0-period bands every day of the week during school, so Monday would be jazz, Tuesday would be chorus, and Wednesday through Friday would be different age level of rock bands, which not only was that a huge commitment for him, he was coming to school every single day at 6:30, 6:45 in the morning so that we could get there at 7 and play music, but his passion for teaching us how to play, like teaching elementary school kids how to play rock music, was just hugely exciting for us, because we were 8 years old playing AC/DC or Led Zeppelin, and it was just exciting to be part of a rock band when you're that young. And it kept us coming in at 7 in the morning every day, even though we were tired and we were just kids and we had to go to school after, but it was always such a great way to start the day, playing music with your friends. I now have 6 or 7 of my own students that I teach every week, and he continually gives me advice on how to teach and how to keep them interested and how to show them how exciting music is. He really picks up on what excites certain kids, because everyone has a different way of learning and different thing that keeps them interested, and he's showed me how to really read kids and find what will make them passionate about music. I also volunteer and teach kids in Marin City at Martin Luther King Elementary School, and a lot of my commitment to them has to do with the fact that Mr. Scott taught me that music is something really worth spreading and that can make a huge difference in a kid's life. It gives them the sense they're in a community, and it gives them somewhere to go after school, and it's a great way to connect with other people. And because Mr. Scott involved me in the community, I feel it's my responsibility to involve other kids and make them feel a part of this huge movement that is music. Mr. Scott's approach to teaching music is so genuine and unique, because he doesn't approach it like he needs to teach you a concept and a skill. It's very much like he's just sharing his passion, and you get so much more out of it because of that, because you're not just learning scales and everything, you're learning about this whole world and how much it has to offer to you, and he really shows you that how much you put into it is how much you're going to get out. If you practice and if you're committed to it, it can make a huge difference in your life. And I think the reason that kids are so drawn to him, and definitely the reason that I was so drawn to him as a teacher, is because he really treats everyone with so much respect. He doesn't talk down to you, and he really makes you feel like you're part of a musical community.